Hello, my name is Jesse White. I'm the Vice President of the Sarasota Alliance for Historic Preservation, and I'd like to welcome you to the 2009 Historic Homes Tour. This is our 19th tour, and this is a wonderful event where you get to go inside these beautiful homes and get to see how people live inside, see the wonderful furnishings and all the wonderful home accents that people have done. And our hope is that by visiting and getting to tour around these beautiful historic homes, that people will fall in love with them, and it'll give us a great inspiration to preserve, restore, and enhance our beautiful historic homes in the Sarasota community. Thank you, and enjoy the tour. This year on the tour, we have 4 fabulous houses as well as a trolley tour of the neighborhood. And I'm standing in front of one of the tour homes. This beautiful Mediterranean Revival house was built in the 1920s during the land boom, and it's just a fabulous, fabulous example of the Mediterranean Revival style that was typical of the time, kind of in the influence of John Ringling and Dwight James Baum. This particular home was built by Peyton Innes, and he was a well-known local realtor, and he was active during the entire real estate boom. He lived here with his wife until the real estate crash. Attorney John Fight Robertson, a Sarasota mayor in the 1940s and 50s, a civic leader and one of the founders of the American Legion, later lived in this home with his wife, Martha, and their family. We give you a lot of information about the people who lived in these houses on the tour. Each tour has docents in every room to give you information both about the history of the house, who lived there, as well as what you're looking at in terms of the furnishings inside the house.
We like to showcase older homes and showcase how they can be renovated. Pat Ball did the renovation in 1988. He did a beautiful job of tying the old and the new together. Welcome to High Oaks. I'm Martha Horton. I'm one of the docents here at the house today. And this is the original part of the house. This 2-story section was built in 1938 by Albert Moore Sachs, was the architect for this. And in 1954, they expanded this living room out this way. They added a master suite and bath down here. And then in 1988, they did the other end of the house. They expanded the garage, added a bedroom upstairs, master bedroom, and expanded the kitchen and added a family room. And the landscaping was done by David Johnson, local landscape architect, in 1988, and renovated by Richard Anderson, a wonderful landscape designer, in 1994. Please notice the crown molding. There was crown molding here in 1938, and it forms a valance around the window sills, the window tops, and the windows go all the way up to the ceiling too, which is an interesting feature. And they've carried that valance and crown molding throughout. Be sure you notice the 1954 bathroom with the pink and green tile. And so we like to promote the saving of older homes and how they can be updated.
Hello there, my name is David Jennings, and I'm a volunteer this year for the 2009 Historic Homes Tour sponsored by the Sarasota Alliance for Historic Preservation. We're in Cherokee Park, Sarasota today, where we're featuring 4 dramatic vintage homes. The one we're in right now is a 1930s modern style, sometimes referred to as Art Deco. It's a house that was built by Mr. Benton Powell, who at the time was the president of the Palmer Bank, the principal bank here in Sarasota. It's an unusual red brick house, a 2-story home, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And in the last 40 or 50 years, it has received some enhancements, making the outdoor living area very, very dramatic, including the porch that you see behind me and the pool off to my right. It's a large corner parcel that has recently had a 10-car garage added to property to house the owner's vintage car collection. The house is made from a very unusual red brick that is long and deep. In fact, it's more the size of half a cinder block. Additions have been made over the last several decades, and there are clues as to where those additions are, because you can see where previous owners have tried to match the brick but have never been able to find a duplicate. The house still has its original steel casement windows, which the owner is very proud of. The house has its original oak floors. The fireplace is original, but the surround has been added and had an Art Deco or modern surround put around it to enhance the original flavor of the house. The owners, since buying this house, have become collectors and aficionados of the Art Deco and the modern movement. So you're going to see a lot of period style furniture and collections in the house. It is originally a two-story house. There's an interesting wrought iron railway and banister in this home. The kitchen has been updated. The front entry is no longer on the west side, but on the east side underneath the dramatic portico, which is original to the house.
Hello, my name is Rachel McCall, and I'm on the board of the Sarasota Alliance for Historic Preservation, and I'd like to welcome you to the house at 1500 North Drive here in Sarasota. We are proud to have this home on our tour this year. This house was originally built in 1939, and it is part of one of the original homes in the Cherokee Park subdivision. The exterior is built using Pecky cypress. Interior, what's really neat is that we have examples of cypress throughout the living room and the study, and it was hand milled right here on the site. The grandson of Bertha Palmer, one of our 4 mothers of Sarasota, bought this home for his wife back in 1964, and Mrs. Janice Palmer lived here until her passing in 1984. She left the property to the Salvation Army. The current residents, the Nortons, bought it from D.C. Fuller in 1984, and they've made it their home since then. And when they moved in, they expanded the kitchen, and they also modernized the living room and dining rooms, but they maintained and kept all of the original windows and the original cypress in and out.